My name is Jonathan Bell and my age is 18. Right now I am 6'4" and I weigh 255. I bench press 300 pounds. Well, sports is my life. That pretty much revolves all my time. It's either doing the sport or either working out and training for the sport. Sometimes I like to hang out with my friends and just play video games like a normal teenager. Every time I do a sport or something, I like making myself better, and I also like the feeling of accomplishment of being better than someone else too. I like winning and just the overall environment, the competitive environment. I did football in the beginning of the school year, and right now I'm currently enrolled in track and field. I do the shot put and discus. I'm a great athlete when it comes to discus. I'm a good athlete at shot put, but I prefer discus more. I remember I was sick for a long time. I went into the hospital on Valentine's Day, 2008, but prior to that I was sick, not consecutively, but on and off, from that November until Valentine's Day. And a week before I went into the hospital, I was just really ill. I couldn't move without getting my heart rate up or getting really tired. And I was on bed rest most of the time. And my mom just thought I had the flu. I had flu-like symptoms. So when it got to the point where I couldn't even stand up in the shower, where I had to sit down in a chair, then my mom finally took me to the hospital, and they ran tests, and just from my mom being a nurse, she knew that something wasn't right, so she made them do an x-ray, and they did an x-ray and saw that my heart was enlarged twice the size that it should have been. So what I got was dilated cardiomyopathy. I just know that I was very, very, very sick, and a virus attacked my heart, and it slowed down my heart rate by over 60%, and my heart was beating at less than 20 beats per minute. They sent me to Children's Memorial in Chicago, and the second day I was there, they informed my mom that I need a heart transplant to live because of the condition that I was in. I got my heart transplant on Easter Sunday on 2008. So the doctors told me that I was very, very lucky, because some people wait years, if not a lot longer, to receive a transplant. But from my size and just my overall athleticism, I was eligible to get a child's heart or adult's heart, so that definitely sped up the process. As far as my recovery, the doctor said I did the best out of all the heart transplant patients that they've ever had. And I was ready to leave out of the hospital after 2 weeks of having my surgery. And I just remember coming back from the hospital, and the first thing I told my mom is, I don't want people to treat me differently. I want to be treated like I was before. And when I finally did recover and go back to school, the first year I couldn't do anything, obviously, but after that year, my 8th grade year, is the first time I did football, and my mom was terrified, scared straight. But somehow I managed to convince her, and she let me do sports. But from day one of me doing sports, from when I returned, I was a starter. I guess I'm just naturally an athletic person, and naturally just have to be in the spotlight. But from day one since I returned, I've been a starter from 8th grade until my senior year, and I've always been a very competitive person. So I guess just transitioning back into regular life it just came natural to me. I definitely want to be remembered as a good athlete. I would like to have my name on the wall. I want to be remembered by my coaches as someone to look up to, and someone that all the other athletes should strive to be like. I just want to like leave my mark on DeKalb High School. I just want my name to be remembered here.
Jonathan Bell.
Congratulations, class of 2014.
Well, before I had my transplant, I definitely never crossed my mind about organ donation. And now, after my transplant, I look at life a lot differently. It should be your responsibility, our responsibility as humans to help out others. I mean, we're not always going to be here on Earth, so I feel like you should do as much good as you can while you're on Earth, because we're not always going to be here. Like, people do die, so I feel like while you're here, you should do as much good as possible.